Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, fine. Alright, you ready? You ready? You ready? You're ready to go. Good, because we're going. Hi everybody, this is Kayla Lancaster with Lanny and Hypnosis. So today I have a nice gift for you. She's a guest and going to give her opinion. So today we're going to talk about the negative Nancys and the positive Pollys. Everybody's got an opinion. They all have something to say. And today we have Kayla, who wants to give her opinion about hypnosis and what it means to her and what it's done for her. So why don't you tell a little bit about yourself and how hypnosis has been a part of your life somehow.
Okay, I'm Kayla Lancaster and I'm married to Taylor. And how hypnosis has helped my life. It's helped me get over depression and anxiety, and has helped me through some difficult times in my life where I needed some help, and it's good, I guess.
Okay. Why don't you tell them a little bit about how, when I was starting to be a hypnotist, or when I told you or came to you about hypnosis, what you were feeling at the moment and your opinion then?
Okay, well, Taylor came to me and he was doing accounting at the time, and that's what he thought he wanted to do, and he came to me about 2-3 years ago, something like that ish. It was like towards the end of the first year that we were married, and he said that he wanted to do this hypnosis stuff, and he was looking into it, and he asked me to read it and tell me what I thought. And at first I was like, this is some kind of like voodoo stuff, and I was a little wary of it because I had never heard of like hypnosis helping people. I just heard of it, hypnotizing them into a chicken and they make weird sounds, or like they pee themselves, or it's some kind of joke.
Just regular stage hypnosis, pretty much what everybody's saying.
And that's what I thought it was. And when he had me read the stuff that he wanted me to read, it was different, and I've always supported him with everything that he's wanted to do. And so I said, okay, sure, go ahead, let's see how it goes. And he did more research, and then he took a class with Martha, and I don't know, it's just been really good from there on out. He's done it on me, and it's not weird like I thought it was going to be. It's actually relaxing. It's pretty much like you're going to sleep, and totally normal.
Okay. In your opinion, with your experience of hypnosis and what you've been using it for, which is depression, correct? Is there some other aspect that you think would be like a certain thing that could be used with hypnosis that could help it the best? For example, would it be best if you did it with weight loss or smoking? What do you think would be actually the best thing to use hypnosis for?
I don't really know. I mean, you can use hypnosis for anything that you need help with. struggle with certain things.
Okay.
It's basically like you're helping yourself out. So it's just you helping yourself out to become better.
Okay. Any other opinionated things about hypnosis that you would like to share?
I don't know. I just would like to say to anybody out there that I'm not biased just because my husband has done hypnosis. I just think that it's really good to use all sorts of things. I mean, we have doctors and we have, essential oils, and we have hypnosis, and we have all these things that God has given us to use, and I think that we should take the opportunity to use all of the things that are available to us to help better ourselves. And even though you may think it's weird and scary and you're not really sure about it, like, just give it a try, because you never know like how it can help you, and you never know what an impact it can be on your life. So that's pretty much.
I want to ask this because I have a Facebook group. It's LDS empaths, which pretty much entails using energy work, Reiki, stuff like that, as well as hypnosis and other therapies. One of the issues that a woman has, and a lot of people have had in the past with this group, is that their spouses feel as though they're not connected to them, and they won't use the methodology or modality that they have. With your experience of transition from it being weird to it's okay, would you say it was a hard transition, or that to support me, and is it hard? Would it be hard for other people as well to accept things that their spouse is doing? And you can go into if like other things that you believe, other things like Reiki. If it's weird to you, you can just point it out. Anything like that. But is it hard to transition from it being weird to it's okay, and supporting your spouse?
I think it depends on the person. I don't know. I am pretty much open-minded to most things. But I grew up in a family, where we were taught that stuff is weird. And, like, psychology's weird, that's weird, like hypnosis is weird. But I think it's up to the person whether they, are open-minded to it, or willing to, go the mile with their spouse or whoever they have in their life. I don't know, it was easy for me because Taylor told me that this is what he felt he needed to do, and he had prayed about it, and he received an answer that this is what he needed to do with his life. And I have always trusted, in God, and if you receive that assurance from him, then apparently he wants you to do it, so you better do it. But yeah, I just think it's up to the person whether or not they want to be open-minded about it. But I think that even if that person, like their spouse or their friend or their family member who is going into hypnosis or whatever you call it,
Reiki, energy
working, whatever,
foot zoner or whatever,
if they're going into it and you have a different opinion than them, like, that's fine too. Like, you don't have to have the same opinion as them. And I think that, like, energy workers and hypnotists need to understand that everybody has opinion, and, like, respect their opinion too, because if they respect you enough to allow you to do your thing, then you should allow them to have the same, like, a different opinion than you.
So if they allow you to do it, pretty much they accept to a point.
Yeah, like, don't push people into it. Like, I personally, when he first started out, I didn't want him working on me at all. I thought it was weird, and I was like, I don't really want him to do hypnotist stuff on me. And, like, I warmed up to it after a while because I really needed some help with...
She was hard to hypnotize the first time. It took her about 3 times to actually go into trance. And I just had to reassure her, it's just a normal process like everything else. But yeah, it was hard the first time because you could feel that she was blocking it.
Yeah. Well, I don't take things seriously all the time.
That
I think
too.
they're funny. So I spend most of my time laughing, and yeah, I don't take anything seriously. He's a serious one in this relationship, so yeah. But it took me a while to warm up to it, and when I did, it helped me a lot. I'll just be personal. I had a really hard situation that I was going with in my life with some family issues, and I was struggling. I had seen a psychologist, and I got help with that, and I was good for a little bit, but I wasn't where I needed to be. And through hypnosis, I was able to get better and realize that, you know, the situation that was going on wasn't entirely my fault, and I needed to, you know, let it go and pretty much just give it to Heavenly Father and allow Him to, you know, work His magic, because honestly, I didn't really know what to do anymore, and I was struggling, and I was, you know, missing that part of the relationship in my life. And I will say it is still hard. There are moments, you know, like holidays that come around, there are special times that, you know, I spent with my family. It's hard, and I have to just remember that, you know, that Heavenly Father will take care of it. Someday it will be fixed. I don't know when, but through hypnosis I was able to realize that I myself needed to just realize that I was doing the best that I can and not let it consume my life, because it was making me miserable, it was making my husband miserable, and you don't want that in your relationship. So
Yeah, well, even after the first time, I was a novice reading books, and I knew I had a gift for it, but even from the first time, I'm way better than the first time I ever did it. But the first time we used hypnosis with you, it was night and day, more or less. Maybe you needed like 2 other reinforcement sessions that took about 5 minutes, but other than that, you were good. Am I wrong about that, or? Well, do you, Kayla, have questions for me?
I don't have questions, but I know that some people ask, you know, like, is it going to help me? Like, is it really real? Like, is it going to make me turn into something weird. Is it voodoo?
It's not voodoo. It is a natural process. It's the process in which we learn. So hypnosis, basically, you have a conscious and a subconscious mind. This is the model of the world that hypnosis is based off of. You have a conscious and a subconscious, and 90% of your brain is your subconscious, which records everything. It's just a security camera, really, recording audio, video, and really the conscious mind is the only one that takes feelings into consideration, but the subconscious records those feelings that you have in those moments. And even with a teacher, you place them in a place of authority, more or less, and they're smarter than you, so to speak, and they give you information. You're supposed to learn that. That's pretty much basic hypnosis. It's breaking past a filter from your conscious mind to your subconscious and just putting it in there without any recollection or feelings. And really, it's not voodoo. It's just, it looks different, yes, because sometimes, especially in movies and videos and things like that, you always want to get someone's attention. So instant inductions, like where you go snap their head back and say sleep and things like that, that's pretty much for show. Yeah, you can do that. You could tell them to sit down and yell sleep, and they'll go down the same way. And you can just say, hey, sleep. Same thing. So I think that most of what hypnosis is perceived as through videos, movies, television, the media, it is basically false, but it's because they want the dramatic effect that, in the news it's all negative, so they want your attention. And how do you get attention? You grab someone's attention with negative things that pull on the heartstrings of your heart. So, well, it works if you want it to work, and I'm not going to force you to do. I think the other question was, is it going to make me do something I don't really want to do? No, it's not, because I specifically and am specialized to work with pornography addiction. If you do not want to get rid of it, it's not going to happen. I can't make you do anything you don't want to do. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter how skilled I am. It doesn't matter how deep and stupid and hypnotic my language is, and how my words are placed, or NLP, or anything that I use. Nothing's going to work if you don't want it to work. That's pretty much the basis of hypnosis. It works if you want it to, because it works. When you say it works, and even sometimes when you don't want it to work, and it's just like, it's out of the blue, yeah, it'll work. But if you force something to not work, it's not going to work. It's like taking a hammer and trying to use it as a wrench. Yeah, you can probably use it for a smaller grade. The little notch in the middle, you can use that, but if you need a bigger wrench, that's not going to work. Okay, if you're trying to force something to happen, it's not going to happen. If you try not to force something to happen, it's not going to happen. So, anything else you'd like to comment on? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, everybody, this is the Lanny Hypnosis Show, and thank you, Kayla, again for doing this for us. And we hope to see you soon. Hear from you soon too, if you're listening on the podcast or on YouTube watching this. So, I hope to see you soon. Have a blessed day.